I am due for a beer. I don't want to open it just yet. It's been a long day. I got it. My wife has had this car a year. It's been a whole thing. Me and cars. If you know about it, man, it's been a thing. Um, had problems with it right out the chute. I didn't like the dealership because I didn't like their inspections and how they went and how unwilling they were to fix things that I found post inspection. That yeah, I said, well, your rotors and pads are fucked. You probably need to replace those. And they came back at me and said, if you sign a bill of sale saying you're purchasing the car, we'll replace those. And I said, no, you can replace it for whoever's going to buy the car, but it's not going to be me because you're not selling me a car that's got an audible squeal in the front right side of it, leaving the lot. I'm not giving you 12 grand for a car that's squealing. Like, the fact that you're not jumping to get this remedied, well, whoever buys it's just going to be pissed at you in 2 months when their brakes are all fucked. So, whatever, man. Like I said, it's been a thing with me. I might have told you about the Jeep in the last episode. I took it in to get it fixed, and the estimate just kept going up. And eventually, I basically took it in to get it fixed, and walked in and just signed the title and said, "Here you go," and gave it to him. That's what happened to my Jeep. I just gave it to him. Here you go. I got zero out of it. I had to go pull my shit out of it. Forgot my 4-way tire iron in the back. That's important. But this one's for the Jeep. That's why I was waiting. It's a good run. I made it last way longer than it should have. The moonroof leaked. It was going to end up rusting from the inside out, from the top down. Electrical problems from the water leaking. Yeah, but I had a moonroof, which I loved. It had a premium sound system, which I really loved. It was my Menards vehicle. It hauled shit it had no business hauling. All the lumber, almost everything I built around here came with that fucking from that Jeep. Um, I'm not gonna tell that story, but let's just put a little asterisk there and just say there's a good one that I'll not be sharing with you, and it was also my river vehicle, taking tubes down the river. And then you come back, you'd open the moonroof, you got a nice couple beers in you, you're feeling all right. Good to drive, clearly. I mean, responsible and whatnot. But this is for the Jeep. Mason Jennings on the turntable. I figure if I'm going to get copyright flagged, I should probably get some attention for some artists who deserve it, not people who are well known. So, the Jeep is gone. I've sold the convertible, so I'd hit the winter sounder here. Um, I came down a good amount for them because there's work that needs to be done on it, but it was for a high school girl, and a cherry red convertible, hardtop convertible. It doesn't get much better than that. The smile for her. She's the coolest guy there is in that. Short weeks, I went from owning 2 vehicles to owning 0 vehicles. I mean, well, I've got one. My kids got one at college, which I own, but then my wife has the lease on, or not the lease, but we still have payments, so we don't lien. We don't own it outright yet. You know how that works. But said problems from day one. She had a grinding, so I've been praying to car Jeebus that this grinding is a rock in the brake pad. So I try to do it in the street, but my 4-way tire iron, as I mentioned, was in the Jeep, so I don't have one of those. And my floor jack that you put, my very brilliant brother broke that trying to use it on grass. Tried to jack a truck up on grass with a floor jack, which, as you know, pushed in and then buckled and folded. And so I don't have a floor jack, is what I'm saying. So I had to call somebody with tools and say, "Can you help me there?" You know, I know how to get in there, but I don't remember what to do. So we get in there. It wasn't a rock. The backside, I should go fucking get them. The backsides of both of these had to be factory. These are factory rotors. This is a 19. So these are 7-year-old rotors. Fucking brake pads might be factory the way. It's probably the second or third set, but there was nothing left on them. The back, whole thing covered in rust. There was a nice 3 little ribbons on the brake pads where they actually made contact, where they must have busted through all the rust. But let me tell you, that's the car that I didn't hear brake sounds on when we test drove. So if you want to imagine what the one that was squealing, the little squeal sounded a lot like what I had here. So that tiny little squeal was, full pads and rotors. So that would have been probably an $850 job in a shop. Luckily, my father-in-law can point and say, you turn that screw, turn that one. So we took them apart, got some parts, a couple $100, threw it back together. Game show winner sound effect. Squeak is gone. So that was very good. It was very good. But so my problem is the car I'm driving, I don't actually own. It's a friend of mine's car. She had it as collateral on a consolidation loan, which America, predatory loans, am I right? It's one of my favorite things. When you're getting fucked so hard by credit card companies and other creditors that you can actually take your loan and take it to a slightly less predatory place and get a couple percentage points and totally just save thousands. So that's what she did. She consolidated a bunch of high shit, but you got to have something back. They're not just going to fork over cash. So car as collateral. Well, the car took a shit. So now she can't use it as a trade-in on the new car because it's attached to this, and she can't junk it out. So she's like, I need somewhere to put a car. Dump it in my driveway. I don't give a fuck. So it sat in the driveway, and you know me, I'm like, well, as long as it's sitting there, I could probably get it working. Well, I got it working. Long story short, so I've been driving it. And then I realized, wait a minute. The only car that I have to get to work and back right now is not owned by me and actually has a lien on it from somebody else's name, and it needs some work done. So it's like, do I take it in, get work done in somebody else's car, or save that money and try to get a car of my own? I don't know, man. Don't be shaking around like that. I can't handle it. Yeah, so did all that today. Went down to East Dubuque, got some Genesee Cream Ale, which is impossible to find around here. One store in East Dubuque has it. Yingling is now even in Wisconsin. I used to get that when I went to East Dubuque for other reasons. But now when I go down for other reasons, I pick up Genesee Cream Ale. And big fan of it. It's like $11, 12-pack. Just a good drinking beer. It's my doing things beer. If you actually go back drinks with Ron, I don't know how many years ago when I built my whole bench and everything in the garage and redid the whole garage. It was Genesee Cream Ale that I literally painted myself into the corner of the garage with. So, love this beer, especially in the spring. Thank you, Ted and Nash. That's 2 dogs. So if you were listening to the Outsider Social Club podcast, a dog is a drink. Well, that's 1 drink for Nash. 1 drink for Ted. So that's 2 drinks. Plus, the over-under for hearing dogs on the podcast is 1.5, which means we just cashed the dog over. So that's another drink. See, and those are the kind of fun shenanigans that can be had anytime you want to listen to the Outsider Social Club podcast, available on the Half-Ass Podcast Network, anywhere podcasts are available. And also, you might have noticed here, oh, yeah, see this guy, this guy, yeah. Man, I had really bad throat shit all week, and my Macho Man was killer. Now, of course, the shit's out of my throat. Like, Monday and Tuesday, my Macho Man was off the charts, but I didn't have anything to record with it. Wednesday, Thursday, it kind of moved up my throat. And then I had a pretty good Alex Jones. Going. But I lose it because I'm not familiar with that douchebag and all the crazy things that he says. So I've got a few good talking points, mostly about frogs. But after that, I lose the Alex Jones. So anyway, it's out of my throat now. There's a roundabout way of saying, this is the Macho Man. Yeah, Randy Savage. Cream rises to the top. Yeah. Anyway, this is ruining your childhood: the pitfalls of nostalgia, which has been kind of rebranded to the Nostalgia Pit. And I go on that podcast. And come on, Norm. I go on that podcast once a month, and we do brackets. You know, brackets, the NCAA tournament, and things go head to head in this big conglomeration. Hi, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I love you too. Oh, thanks, bud. See, look at that. Yeah, so basically, I said they all go head to head until one of them is left. It's Highlander for dumb shit. Only one can survive, and I MC on this podcast that I'm a guest on. So, yeah, definitely check out the Nostalgia Pit anywhere podcasts are available. Video now too, so you can actually. Thanks, Norm. You can actually go on YouTube and you can watch it on there, and I recommend that because I am very high and I am not paying attention to the camera, so I'm just doing dumb shit, looking around without realizing it. Anyway, that's also a good time. So if you're looking for a good time with dumb shit, that's where I come in. And if you're here, then you already like dumb shit. So perfect. Oh, man. But I think I only have one cold Genesee left from the last case I bought. Well, 212. So I think I'm going to finish this guy as Mason does side 2 of his self-titled album, which is now like 26 years old. Wow, man. Wow, man. Time flies, Norm. You fucking hound dog. Any hoodles. Here with my buddy Nash. Drinks with Ron, and I do not want to pay the wrath of Todd fine. Do we, buddy? No, we spent enough money today. We bought some dog treats. Gotta do that. Bought a couple dog toys. Got me a new towel. Old people goals, right? I got a big, good towel. Black. All my shit's black. I got a Steelers bathroom. I'm boycotting this year because I'm pissed about Mike McCarthy and the whole thing. But Jonah doesn't believe me. He's calling my bluff. But whatever. I got plenty of things I could be doing while the weather's nice, and watching Mason Rudolph ain't one of them. I think I built that whole fence the year Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges were our quarterbacks because I said, fuck this. I'd rather go outside and dig a hole than watch 3 hours of this fucking nightmare. That's what I did. There we go. Beer finished. Wrath of Todd Fine avoided. Hell yeah. Oh, that's stone cold. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So for Drinks with Ron and my buddy Norm, I'm Ron, signing off. I think I still haven't figured out how to do this. How do I stop doing this, Nash? I just hit X and then I hit end. Old people.